Well, to me, quality of life is hard to come by unless you have enough revenue, meaning a city or a county has enough revenue to undertake the quality of life activities that we as citizens expect. Quality of life can mean roads or bridges or a better municipal pool or sidewalks in a certain area. Well, the city just can't print more money. They have to have money that comes in to do those things. That money is derived from sales tax for most cities in the state of Oklahoma, as very few get any property taxes. So the more we shop in Shawnee, the more opportunities we have to shop in Shawnee, the greater sales tax collections we have in Shawnee, the more opportunity we have to improve the quality of life to the average citizen in our community. You know, about 3 years ago, we undertook a retail analysis of the community. We knew we were leaking retail sales. We just didn't know the specific categories as much as we wanted to. Retail leakage is when people leave your community because they can't find what they want. If consumers can't get it here, they'll go somewhere else to get it. And that's not unique to here. That's everywhere in the United States. Currently, we leak about $100 million worth of consumer sales per year. So you can do the math fairly easy with that. If we don't have $100 million worth of sales in the community, the 3% that the city would get on that goes elsewhere. So I love our neighbors to the west, but they're not remitting a check to us every month so we can have better roads and better streets or better sidewalks. So again, we lose out when we shop somewhere else. We're continuing to go out and reach with specific national retailers that will help fill the gaps in the area of those stores that we don't have here now. And we've got a list of what those are based upon that retail study that we did about 3 years ago. That study was funded by the Shawnee Economic Development Foundation and the city of Shawnee, and also the Pottawatomie County Commissioners have put some dollars in that as well. So collaborative effort, team effort to look through all of that. Phase one of the new Shawnee marketplace is 120,000 square feet. It's not all fully developed yet or fully occupied. They're still working with some tenants to lease out some of that space. They've got about 3/4 of that space already leased out, and you're seeing the construction going on now with the Hobby Lobby, the TJ Maxx, the PetSmart, the Famous Footwear, the Ulta, and Aldi's. What this does is this starts to help stop that leakage. This fills the gaps of places that our consumers, our local population was going to, and the regional population as well. And consumers are fickle. They're going to go to where the product is that they want. So what that means to us in phase one is around $35 million worth of sales that can stay here locally. So what's that equate to in sales tax? Just around $1 million a year to our city. And that's a pretty good jump to our city to have $1 million added into their sales tax collections. Around $300,000 a year to the county. And when we say that, that's not just the district of Shawnee, that's the entire county. You see, that any of the county sales tax money that comes in is divided into the 3 districts. So growth in Shawnee is growth in Asher, is growth in Earlsboro and Wanette and Macomb, because those county commissioners get to use those funds to improve the roads and bridges and other quality of life issues in those areas. I-93, which is long overdue for some facelifts, as we all know, but they need the money to do that. I-93 could gain almost $100,000 a year in ad valorem, which is wonderful. Gordon Cooper Technology, around $20,000 a year. The library's about $10,000 a year. And the county, have to go back and look at their number. The county also gets additional funds in the property taxes that they collect. Again, those are divided equally among all 3 districts. It also helps the county health department, which are wonderful things that we need in our community. And 11 million vehicles a year go down I-40 right through the top of Shawnee. That's not people, that's vehicles. So if you say there's 2 people in every car, 22 million people are coursing through our community every year, going somewhere to do something. How many of those are consumers? How many of them could we convince to pull in here and stop at one of our stores, whether it's downtown or the Shawnee Marketplace or the Shawnee Mall or west side of town or east side or anywhere else? because we've got the options and the selections that they want. And that's fantastic for our community to be able to do that. You know, love everything that's here, but we haven't seen a lot of new growth since somewhere around the mid-'80s, maybe even the early '90s. So this gives us an opportunity to stop some of that leakage and kind of puts us on the map with a lot of different national retailers as well. It also encourages competitiveness. And if you don't have competitiveness, you get stale and you miss a lot of opportunities. This is going to be an opportunity for us to serve the consumer needs of the people in Shawnee and Pottawatomie County, and also help us recruit more professionals to the community, as their families can see not only can they have a good quality of life and a good education, they can get those consumer things they want here too.